welcome to our check-in. And we have an interesting topic that I think you may find a little convicting, a little interesting, and you get a chance to think about beyond marriage. What's our topic today?
Are you in a 50-50 marriage?
50, but that's good. You're
Remember
in a 50
remember
50.
A 50-50 love.
Yes,
Remember
50,
the song?
there was a
50-50?
song called 50 50
Yeah,
Love.
the line in the song was a 50-50 love.
I've never heard about
Yeah.
that. Well, and so it sounds actually pretty good, doesn't it? Like you're in a 50 50 love.
And together makes 100.
And together, so you find your love, your heart, and you come together, and now you are right. And we say this, right? The two shall become one, right? And I've always heard that, and I've actually realized to have a 50-50 marriage is not good. It's not good.
So I'm a whole person.
You're a whole person.
You're a whole person.
Right.
Then we get to married. It should be two wholes coming together.
Two wholes who agree and choose to come together in that marriage bond.
Right.
But they're whole people. It's like, I'm a teacher, right? Like this apple that we got right over here this apple is whole. So this apple wants to find another apple, and when it'll be another one, right? So it'll be two who become one, and that marriage is going to blossom and do well. When we think 50-50 marriage, and this is what ends up happening, we get married, and we're whole, we're doing great, we're moving along, we find that other apple, and we make a bond, and then all of a sudden, this is what we become. We become half a person. We become a shell of what we were when we were not married. And our life becomes either about blaming our spouse for what we're not, or it becomes about making our spouse live and become the person we want them to be. And we're no longer working on us meaning the individual. Now it's obsessed with this other person in one way, form, or another. I think it happens in all marriages, our own included to an extent, but 50-50 means you're not really marrying a whole person, and you end up becoming very reactive to each other. I could say that most of the times when I get together with couples as a counselor, it's trying to figure out, who are you? What are your boundaries? What are your convictions? What kind of husband or wife do you want to be? Did you want to be before you were married? And getting back to being a whole person and back in the relationship. Is that a good summary?
Right, because the only thing I could control is myself. And I remember there was a time where in our marriage, I had no, outside of me and you, I had no dreams or goals for myself. And I didn't bring as much to the marriage. But when I started working on what do I like and what do I want to do and how do I want to take care of myself, and I thought about me, I made our relationship better. I brought more to the relationship.
Absolutely. So look, what do you mean? How's this practically? If you could think about when you think about being a whole person, I like to think about 4 big categories. Work, love, meaning our relationships, of course, our health overall, and play. Work, health, love, and play. That's pretty much our lives. If you want a quick summary. So in other words, an example of being a 50% person is you're stuck in a dead-end career. You want some things you want to do to advance your life. Job, career, education, income level, right? Now that struggle is about he's so controlling, or all they want me to do, all they want is money, and I don't want to, and now it's this battle with your wife, or you're working yourself like a dog because your spouse is underperforming and you're angry at them because they're not being what they need to be, and so your whole life is about trying to get them to be what they need to be. Sometimes you can see it even in physical health. Give me an example of a 50% person in physical health.
So I need to lose weight because I've gone to the doctor and the doctor said whatever my physical condition is. And I make it about now my spouse is on me and critical of me because I need to lose weight. No, I needed to lose weight for me. So their ideas and thoughts and comments about it shouldn't determine for me whether I work on me.
Yes. Yeah, but a 50% person will make their health, physical health, and their weight about their spouse.
Yeah.
Their spouse. Either they want to make their spouse healthy, or they're looking at them, they leave me alone, I'm happy, I'm good. Meanwhile, you're cutting time off of your life unnecessarily. Yeah. And I've seen it too. 50% person happens in relationships. In other words, but when you were unmarried, when you were on your own, you were a whole person. You had people that you talked up to, that were good friends. You were vulnerable. You had a connection with other men and other women. Now you become this 50% person. You have nobody you talk to. Nope. You're isolated. You're alone. You're suffering in silence with some personal demons, and your only person that you may talk to is your spouse, maybe not. And now your spouse is worried about you because you're just suffering in silence. That's being a 50%. That's a 50% marriage. Again, working on you. When the Bible talks about marriage, and Paul says it, Genesis says it as a foundation. It says, for this reason, a man and a woman, two whole adults who choose, not some weird, deformed 50% person. Marriages that are healthy are two adults who choose to be together rather than this. So my challenge and suggestion for you guys this week, think about and this is more for you, not to your spouse. In your career and work life, in your health, physical health, in your relationships, including your marriage, but your children, your family members, and just having fun with life, being recreated, just enjoying life, right? How is that going for you? Do an evaluation. How am I doing with being the best Philip or Sally or Jose or whatever the name is, and see if you can bring 100% of you into your marriage. And with that being said,
we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Remember, work, health, relationships, and fun or play. And we'll see you next week.
Find more of our videos on our YouTube channel, Mind Change. Let us know what you think. Add comments, ask questions, give suggestions for future topics. We'd love to hear from you.